Alright, this is Turtle Sway from GameShore, and I'm here with the HunnaGunnaShow. I don't remember what episode of this podcast.
What's up? What's up?
But we are here. Our other co-host, Zach Lee, he's not going to be able to make it a couple episodes. He might be a guest.
He forfeited.
Yeah, he forfeiting it. So we might not see him, maybe as a guest here and there. I don't know.
Hopefully.
Yeah. It was.
I'll probably just join in for beats.
It was like a trio thing, Musketeer, and then I Gabagool. You know what I mean?
He fell through.
That man lost in the sauce right now, but we let him do his thing.
Mm-hmm.
But today we have a bunch of topics and just us giving our opinions.
Yes,
so it's just our opinions on what we think. Nothing's to the T.
Yeah, these are just our thoughts and our opinions. You take it however way you want.
You could comment if you're pissed. I won't care. But if it's just something good, I will care. You know what I mean? Because yonder. But HunnaGunna, you want to start with some topics, or you want me to start some topics? What are you trying to do first?
Alright. I'll start out with
Alright, cool.
Alright, this Activision Blizzard walkout. I see it all over Twitter. So apparently there's discrimination towards the women that work there, sexual harassment, and wage, they're not paying people the right wages. So they're having this one day of everyone walking out and protesting against this, and they're suing the company for these reasons. And the CEO responds that the lawsuit was, and I quote, tone deaf.
No.
So now he's getting a lot of
all things
hate.
you could have said.
Yeah, out of all the things he said, tone deaf.
Yeah, people are definitely gonna get pissed.
Oh my gosh. That dude's up on the chopping block right now. And it's not even just them, because now since that started coming out, now people are starting to complain at Ubisoft.
No.
Yeah, now they got people doing walkouts at Ubisoft, and they're like, man, this is going on over here too.
That's some bullshit.
Now it's just gonna be a big ordeal.
Cause shit like that happens. That shit's messed up. Cause who knows how far it could get. Obviously, it's one of those things that are starting to come out more, which is kind of sad to see. Cause gaming companies, these are big name companies. Activision Blizzard, they made Overwatch, the Call of Duties, or some of the Call of Duties, World of Warcraft, and then Ubisoft, obviously the Assassin's Creed games, Far Cry, and then all this cheese
and Watch Dogs.
Yeah, and Watch Dogs. So this coming now, it's alright, it's how they're gonna go through it with games, or I don't even know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna look on them as a company.
Yeah.
I don't know if gamers are gonna quit playing their games or what. Or if it's gonna affect the quality of their games.
Because I already bought the mega bundle for Far Cry, the new Far Cry, so I need to know, am I gonna get my shit? You know what I mean? Or I don't know. But another thing for the Activision thing, or the Blizzard thing, they were having a protest in World of Warcraft. I don't know if it was a server or a world, but a shitload of people went and they just were protesting in the game, which is actually pretty cool.
Ooh.
Because they got a shitload of people to do that for the cause. So I was like, what?
Yeah, that's really cool.
I never played World of Warcraft, but
and the people in the Blizzard studios were like, man, they're protesting us in our own game. What the fuck?
Someone's running that server confused. What? All these people are just standing here in this one spot. And then, that's pretty. And then another thing with the similar topic where in Overwatch, and you know we're talking about this earlier than yesterday. The
Yeah.
McCree, they want to change his name because one of the guy who was doing the sexual harassment or whatever was named it after him, so they want to change the name. So you think that's like the right move or not a big deal? Because I mean it's just a character, but I get why people are pissed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I would see why they want to change the character's name. Um, I'm all for it. Like, I don't care that his name has to be McCree, but maybe they could just change his first name just because it's been out for so long, for what, like 5 or 6 years, and everyone's gonna say McCree. And I feel like it's maybe a little too late to change it, but I'm for the name changing of that
Yeah.
character.
So you know how in games they have like in stats of characters. Does he have like a full name or is it just McCree?
Um, I saw it somewhere. It might have been on Twitter. I think it might be John.
John McCree.
John McCree.
Because Austin, he said Cowboy Johnson. He wants that to be the name. So probably.
Now Cowboy Johnson would be good.
Facts, facts.
Oh, it's Jesse
Oh, Jesse
McCree.
McCree.
Jesse McCree.
So yeah, I'm assuming that's
Yeah.
like one of the guys they named it after. People are pissed. They're not
Yeah.
going with it. And then, what do you think should happen though? Yeah, I mean, like, what is the right move? Because they're on ice right now. Shit could go south.
I think the right move is to change his name just to please the people that play Overwatch and are general fans of Blizzard.
Gotcha, gotcha. Now you think,
Because if they're like, no, we ain't doing that, then that's going to be just a whole lot more hate.
facts. Now you think they should change it like now, like in the game, or just not do it and in Overwatch 2 whenever it comes out, if he's in the game, have a different name or something.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Like if they removed him from the game completely.
Not necessarily removing. All right, because Overwatch has been out for a while now. I'm saying, like, would it be a big deal now to change his name, or not change his name and in Overwatch 2 just add him as a different name or a similar character? Or
I think that would be a good move. Ooh, actually, I think it would be way better if they kind of made a new character. They cut McCree out and they make a new character that's just like him under new name, new background. I think that'd be the smart
facts,
way to go.
facts. Because there's a bunch of gunslingers. You know what I mean? Throughout all games, a lot of games, you can just make them all black, revolvers, you're all good. Give him a cool Western name, he's all good.
Be cool if it was like a mobster with a
Oh
357,
shit. Give him a
like Dirty Harry.
True, or some Jesse James type shit.
Yeah.
So Jesse James, I saw this. It was on the History Channel. I think it's called Top Shot. I don't know if you ever heard of it or not.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
so on Top Shot or whatever it's called, they were doing the Jesse James challenge. So apparently Jesse James, that he can shoot. He got the beamer, and he'll put the rifle like over his back, like facing the other way, on the shoulder, and he used a mirror to look backwards, and he could shoot like cans or whatever, like perfectly. So that was like,
That's
so that was one of the
badass.
challenges. And bro, some of these people could not hit shit.
Dude, I'll tell you a fun fact. That's probably a lie, but I heard from my
Nani?
parents, from my grandma, as a matter of
Yeah.
fact. Apparently, I'm related to Jesse James.
Nani?
It's like my grandma's great great
Uh-huh.
grandfather.
What?
But honestly, I think it's a lie. But it's cool to
Yeah.
talk about.
Yeah, I'm related to Jesse James. Nothing crazy. You never done like a...
So I'm gonna have to get some
Yeah.
ancestry. I'm gonna have to do that.
Alright, if you were related to Jesse James, does that, I mean, I don't even know how to go about that, you know what I mean? Does that, like,
That means I'm a badass bank robber.
facts. Gabagool. Something like that. And then, let's see. Another crazy topic that was trending today, or I'm pretty sure it was today. Scarlett Johansson, aka Black Widow, sues Disney on Stone.
Oh my gosh.
Bro,
What's
how you gonna
that all
sue
about?
Disney? Alright, so apparently there was a breach in her contract, and I'm guessing she was pissed because Disney was supposed to release the movie only in theaters, and if it makes like a certain amount of sales, she'll get a bonus. But Disney had it in theaters and on streaming, so on Disney Plus, you could buy it for $30, like the movie. So one that cuts her chances.
Which is kind of highway robbery. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty fucking expensive.
For
Like, I could spend the same amount of money going to a pretty decent movie theater. I mean, that's probably more expensive where you live in Chicago, but
depending
over
where.
here in Cornfield, Ohio, it's like if I go to my town's movie theater, it's like $12 for a
Yeah.
ticket. Maybe not even that much, maybe like $8, and then $5 for some popcorn and a drink and some candy. And even at a really good movie theater, it's maybe like $13, and you could get ices, chicken wings, pizza, and go and actually have a movie theater experience for the same price rather than stay at home. And I don't know. Some people like staying at home and
Yeah.
watching them.
30 bucks
Get it.
is, that does sound a little pricey, but I was talking to my brother. If me and both my brothers went, it would have been the same amount to watch it in theaters. Because alright, it's like around like the same thing, like $10, $12, unless you go to like the fancier theaters, and those theaters aren't even all that. Cause alright, some of them are, cause some of them bring you food and shit, but other ones they have like shitty seats. You know what I mean? So it's depending where, really.
Yeah, the one in my town is super
Nutty.
shitty. Like I'm talking the armrest on the
Oh
chairs fell
no.
off. The floors are
No,
always
the
sticky.
popcorn's everywhere.
Dude, my brother Austin, he went to the movie theater one time, and the seats are so shitty, like they're pretty much just made out of plastic and they creak.
No.
And he said that there's a girl sitting in the
Just
chair,
rocking that
and
shit.
like, well, she sat down, and the chair in the theater row cracked, and it like broke off, and then she had to move down to another seat. That's how
Oh
ratchet my
no.
in-town movie theaters is.
That shit buggy.
Oh,
Yeah, over here, depending where you go, some people are just like, just ignorant. You know, they'll be on their phones, type shit. Wow, that's the number one rule, the golden rule at the theater. Come on now. But yeah. So that with the Johansson thing, it cut her thing, like her chances to get her bonus, which I don't know how much it is, but I assume it's a shitload. And
oh yeah.
so
So she didn't get her
yeah,
bonus.
and then
So so it was either the bonus came from the theater sales or the streaming sales. But since they both released at the same
yeah,
time, was it like a loophole in the contract? Like, oh, I don't know which one.
yeah. So I was reading it. They were saying that because I mean I don't know how the contract looks exactly unless you actually read it. the contract, but it's only like what people are saying or the details on the article. But it was basically saying that Disney basically said, well, since you're Black Widow in our movie, you know, we do it how we wanted it to, or some shit. Basically, what they were saying. But they were saying like, no, in the contract, we basically said in movies first, because the thing that is bad, I think it was the lowest grossing movie out of all the Marvel movies. So saying like, oh, this one was like the least, not necessarily the least best one, but the one where you know, because everything's divided, you know, between theaters and the streaming. And it took forever to get this movie out, because this movie was supposed to come out a long time ago.
When was this?
I think it was
When was it supposed to come out? Like,
I think it was before COVID, and then when COVID happened, they delayed it, and they were supposed to like come out months after, when they were slowly opening in Chicago, Tenet near you. You know what I mean? Around those times, but then they canceled it, and then they brought it back. They were like, "Oh, it's gonna be in May." I remember it was like May 4 or some shit. And then yeah, they moved it back again, and then again, and then they finally came out. So yeah, so she's suing Disney. So I mean, I don't know how that looks, because if they want to use her for, I mean, she's Black Widow. You know what I mean? I know she's technically dead, but
well, I mean,
yeah,
spoiler alert. She. I'm sorry for anyone watching, but the Endgame's been out for a while. She's dead, so I mean, they could just not ever use her again, which is bad. She's doing this.
Yeah, cause
lawsuit.
I mean, it is bogus though. If you know, because I mean, at the end of the day, if it comes down to the money, and she's getting fucked over, that's not cool. Cause I'd be pissed too. But yeah, I mean, she's an Avenger. If they want to use the Avengers again, I mean, I don't know how that's gonna look. Like, oh, you just sued the company that gave you a job. You know what I mean? But have you seen Loki?
Oh my gosh!
All right,
yes,
so I haven't
Loki.
seen the last episode because I'm waiting to see it with my brothers. I already know kind of what happens because of spoilers, but that's what I'm saying. With Black Widow, now there's so many possibilities that could happen. You know what I mean? So I don't know how that's gonna play out.
Oh yeah.
Because it's not necessarily a spoiler, but because alright, so I haven't seen WandaVision yet, but I'm gonna start that soon. But there's so many things tying in together now, and then with the new Doctor Strange movie, I mean it's messing with the multiverse. So she is gonna go down.
Yeah, the multiverse is a thing. So literally anything can happen.
Now with Loki, the variants.
Could be a show where like Iron Man is a villain. There could be a variant or another Iron Man in a different universe that is completely evil, possibly worse than Thanos.
Cause alright, so the new show's coming out. I don't remember when, but it's called the What If. So every episode's gonna be different.
Oh my gosh, I've read the comic books. It is so cool.
Yeah, I mean, a trailer, that shit looks badass. Some of the animation looks a little. I think they could have gone with better animation, but the storylines look crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of like the comic book style.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that, but I'm saying like, I mean, you want that cool anime like fight scenes. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But nah, I already know she's gonna be he, because right now Marvel is not missing.
Well, speaking of the next upcoming show, Marvel What If, that should be coming out next month.
Gotcha.
But this year, like coming up, we have a lot of Marvel stuff coming out. Like in August, there's What If. September, there's Shang-Chi, which looks pretty badass. And we were supposed to get Miss Marvel in October, but they just moved it to next year, like February of 2022. So that's moved down a little bit, but that's all right because in November we have the Hawkeye show and the Eternals. That's
All
pretty
right, so let's
heat.
go at those one at a time. So you said which one's the first one coming up? Shang-Chi?
All right, so what if was the
Yeah.
one coming out
Okay,
next
and
month?
then we just briefly talked that. And what was the one after that one?
Yeah, we already talked about that a little bit, and then
All right,
Shang-Chi.
in the trailer, that shit looks badass. So in the, I think it was the first
Oh
Iron
yeah.
Man. You see the Ten Rings logo in the background in one of the scenes. Like you'll never catch it until you like.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a video they show it and I'm like, what?
Unless you look
Yeah, I'm like,
for it.
what? So I don't know if they planned that ahead or they had that in mind. So the Ten Rings, I don't know that much about it. But my thing is, alright, so this guy has his own, like, I guess his own art style for fighting. And in the new Spider-Mans, they're thinking of bringing a Daredevil, right? In that, because they're in the same universe. So Daredevil is cool with Iron Fist, and he has his own style with the Iron Fist. So if they find a way to link those two in the Shang-Chi and the Iron Fist, that'd be crazy.
Dude, I really liked Iron
Yeah,
Fist
that shit's
too.
good.
And in the comic books, Shang-Chi is known for his expertise of all forms of fighting. So he's probably an expert of the Iron Fist fighting
Yeah.
style.
Yes.
And I think he could duplicate himself too in the comic books.
Gotcha. Because all I'm saying is Daredevil was whooping Iron Fist's ass, so Daredevil can fight, bro. That man's cracked out.
Oh yeah.
Like he was about.
That dude blind
Yeah,
as a
that
bat.
man, bro, he could throw hands. That's all I'm saying. He could throw hands. I don't know how strong the Shang-Chi guy is,
And
but
like I liked watching them. Oh yeah. Shang-Chi's gonna be. And like I grew up watching like some Mortal Kombat, some Kung Fu
yeah,
movies, Jackie Chan movies,
facts.
and they're always fun to
Oh yeah,
watch.
I used to watch all those when I was younger.
And Miss Marvel, oh yeah, I think one of the Jackie Chan movies. Let me see. I just want to get the title right. Drunken Master, Jackie Chan.
Yeah,
That's a great
a
movie.
little goofy, but that man was throwing hands.
A little, yeah, Goofy, but if he gets one drop, he's like, ooh, he's like Rock Lee and
Yeah.
Naruto. He gets one sip of sake and he's
Because even in
ready.
Mortal Kombat, they kind of like, I don't know if they got it off him. Because I have a feeling that's like probably a Japanese like folklore and they used it. Because in Mortal Kombat, they
Yeah.
have it too with the Bo Raicho. He's always drunk, but he throws hands. Always
Oh yeah.
chugging that jug. I forgot what it's called. I remember too because I was playing Ghost of Tsushima, and I was like,
And he drinks like that gourd
yeah,
of alcohol. I remember playing the old Mortal Kombat games and he would like throw up on people or throw up on the floor and they'd slip on
yeah.
it. They just start whipping ass.
And then all right, so in the Shang-Chi at the end of you see the trailer or not?
I saw little
All
bits of
right,
the
so at
trailer.
the end, I think it's the Asian guy from Doctor Strange. He was about to fight the Abomination from Hulk.
Mm.
So
Okay.
that's gonna be intense. I don't know how he's gonna get out of that jam.
Oh yeah.
But if they have Abomination, maybe the Hulk will play a part in the future somehow, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And then you said Miss Marvel. was the following one.
Yeah, the Miss Marvel was going to be the following one, but I haven't seen anything on Miss Marvel just yet. But from what I'm pulling up here, looks like Kamala Khan.
Yeah. So Ms. Marvel's the
And I
stretchy
mean,
one, right?
yeah, Kamala Khan version of Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
I think there's another version of Miss Marvel.
So in the Avengers
And she's
game,
pretty much like,
yeah, you were saying?
oh, I think the other version of Miss Marvel was kind of like Captain
Yeah.
Marvel. I'm just basing this off this old Marvel game I used to play on
Oh,
my
gotcha,
phone.
gotcha.
But yeah, Kamala Khan, even in that video game on Xbox, she kind of throws some hands. I think she's kind of underrated.
Cause cause I haven't played that one yet, the game. But when I first saw it, I was like, yo, this looks badass. But out of all the Avengers, they had her. It looked kind of random. But since you
Yeah.
played it, like, she's cracked out, or
Yeah, like it does a really good job of telling her origin story in that, in the game wise, how she's like a fan of the Avengers, and of course something goes wrong, and then she gets these powers, and the game's pretty good. And then yeah, there's a bunch of people hating on the
yeah,
game. I will admit, like once you get past the intro, it's kind of funky, but the intro to the game is really
yeah.
cool.
Cause I think it was on PC. Like after like a month or so, only like 1% were playing the game, and I was like, what? I was like, just a few people playing it,
Hmm.
which is kind of sad. I mean, I don't know if I mean, I've seen the gameplay trailer. It looks fun. I mean, I'm not sure why everyone was trying to bash it or whatever. Beyond me.
Yeah.
Well, then what was the one after Miss Marvel?
All right, the one after Miss Marvel, there's two. There's the Eternals uh movie,
Yeah.
and I think that's going to be pretty
Oh yeah.
badass.
So,
We'll have another group of
facts.
superheroes.
Those guys are gonna be cracked out. They're gonna be strong as hell.
Yeah.
Cause I seen the trailer. It looks pretty good, and then the memes are hilarious. They were like, "Yo,
Yeah.
Ultron, Thanos, other bullshit," and now they're about to come out. Now they're gonna butt in
Yeah.
and
Now they're
save
just like,
people.
hey.
Thanos wiped out half of every living being in the universe. And then with Loki,
Yeah.
maybe that was supposed to happen, or even with Doctor Strange, it was supposed to happen. But the Eternals, come on now, they didn't do nothing. They said, "Fuck it."
Now you know. Do you know, since, I mean, I know that you haven't watched the last episode of Loki, but do you know, like, the next big bad guy Marvel's gonna have
Yeah,
now?
with Kang.
Yeah, Kang the
Yeah,
Conqueror.
cause I saw the memes, I saw the
And
spoilers.
apparently, he's like 1,000 times stronger than
Yeah, and then I
Thanos.
heard his variants are even worse. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I saw a few spoilers. I don't know how it plans out in the actual episode because I haven't seen it yet. But
Hmm.
yeah, Kang the Conqueror. That's gonna be a whole other situation. Now, so all right, so you know how in the TVA they had the three statues. When one of them was
Yes.
Kang, are the other two other people? I mean, I'm not really know too much on that.
Um, yeah, I didn't know what the backstory behind the
Yeah,
statues,
cause
because in the show they say he's the one who remains. The last one who remains.
Because there's... I don't remember if it's... Alright, let me double check. Alright, it's... yeah, so there's the... Because I've seen, when I would see like YouTube videos, like talking about like people who are strong or whatever, one of them was like the one above all. So that's like in the Marvel universe, the god, right? So that's what I'm saying. Is that maybe one of the other ones? And
yeah, I think so.
And then the third one, I'm not sure. Because I know in the DC they have, I think they have the actual devil and God has like the strongest beings in that universe.
Mm-hmm.
So you're kind of similar for the Marvel, but I just want to know. That's what I'm saying. Shit's just about to go down in Marvel. But I'm saying like.
Oh yeah, it's. I even watched a video on YouTube where this guy just talks about how strong Kang really is, about how there's going to be infinite versions of Kang, and eventually one of those Kangs is going to beat the Avengers. Kang's going to win. Even if it takes like 5 generations of Avengers, like Avengers, Young Avengers, and anything, any group, he's going to win at least one time.
Yeah. Because... I mean, I don't know, because if he's messing with time, or if he chooses how shit ends, it's gonna be difficult to beat something like that. Especially when they have Infinity Stones as paperweights and shit.
Oh my gosh, I thought that was hilarious.
That shit was funny and depressing at the same time. I'm like, what?
Yeah, Loki was just like,
this
what?
Fucking, he worked.
These do nothing.
He worked his ass off to get the blue one, the Tesseract, and there's fucking 50 in that little box.
Yeah. Yeah, the dude's like, oh yeah, man, you can take one. We got plenty.
I was like, fuck yes. Yo, my favorite thing so far of Loki is the alligator.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the alligator's cool. Yeah.
I was like, what? How does that make sense? Fuck it. I fuck with it.
Oh man, all the different versions of Loki.
Yeah.
Oh. Dude, my jaw dropped when I heard how, because you heard how Loki
killed Thor.
got there, right?
Yeah. Bro, I got the chills.
I'm like, what? He killed Thor?
Yeah, they gave me the chills, that ass, because even Loki looked stunned. Like, what? Because Thor, he ain't no bitch. You know what I mean? So the fact that fucking Loki killed Thor, or that kid Loki killed Thor, that's saying something. Then the new God of War, Kratos is about to box up Thor too.
Ooh,
bro, that shit's gonna be crazy.
Slice and dice.
Kratos versus Thor. Bro, that shit's gonna be cracked. Bro, alright. Kratos' son is another variant of Loki, technically. You know what I mean? In a sense.
Oh, really?
You haven't played it, Nani? Spoiler?
No, but, you know, I'm an Xbox gamer.
Gotcha. Do you want me to explain that, or you just want to, like, find out?
Yeah.
Alright, so...
No, you go ahead and go through it.
Alright, so spoilers, obviously now, I guess, but... So in the game, at the end, you take the mother's ashes to where she wants you to drop it, but she wanted you to go there, and there's paintings on the wall, and it's basically their journey. So it was like foretold, right? So like I guess like she knew how the future was gonna be, and then at that moment, his kid was like, "Why do they call me Loki?" And I was like, "What?" And they kind of didn't explain it that much after that. I was going to go to the next game. But yeah, that's a pretty big deal. And then at the end, because in the game you kill Thor's sons. So at the end of the game, you know, you hear thunderstorms, and the guy pulls up, and Kratos is like, "Who the hell are you?" And you see his charged up hammer, the Mjolnir. And yeah, Kratos is gonna box up Thor. And I think he's gonna call it Ragnarok too, or some shit. So I'm guessing something's gonna end. I don't know. Yeah, that shit's cracked.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah. And then was there any other ones after
The same time as Eternals is the Hawkeye miniseries
so
with him and his daughter, Kate Bishop.
I think that shit's gonna be good. Because Marvel lately has not been messing with their shows.
Oh no.
Because I haven't seen.
I will.
Yeah. Go. No, you just. What were you gonna say? HunnaGunna.
Oh, sorry. Oh man. There's a casting thing on there where I think there's a new Black Widow on that cast list for the Hawkeye show.
Gotcha.
I could be wrong. I just saw Natasha on there as a different actor.
Nani?
And but Haley Steinfeld, Kate Bishop. I think that's cute.
Question marks? Yeah, because you seen Winter Soldier? The Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Oh, yeah, that's actually what I was going to say. Now, I like the show, but I think it could have been a little bit better, not going to lie.
Yeah, so the show was heat.
My favorite part of the show, though, was the relationship. I really liked the relationship between, like, Bucky and, oh, man. What's his name? Help me out. Falcon.
What do you mean, like, just the way they, like, work together? Like, as a team?
Yeah. Yeah, and then just their, you know, friendship.
Yeah.
Like at first, it's like whatever, man. And later on, and in the show when the Wakandan women put the smackdown on fake Cap, come on.
I was like, this fake clone. That shit was. Even the Bucky took off his arm. I was like, what? Yo, what? So I was seeing like comments and stuff. They were saying that
they're just like, oh, there's this eject button right here.
Yeah. So there was, because I was just reading comments and shit. They were saying like that Bucky felt like a little betrayed because they low key don't trust him to the fullest, even though he's good. You can't really forget what he's done in the past.
And I like how he was making amends.
Because even with Baron Zemo.
And then even when he was like, "Don't you dare get with my sister." I'm like,
bro, he's gonna smash his sister. Calling it now. Putting a 5 on it. Or takes my offer.
He's like, "What? Don't you dare!"
Yeah, he doing it. Put a 5. Because so the show, it was heat.
Yeah, like, I don't know, something about that show was just like, eh. I think it was just like what was it, a superhuman injection?
Yeah, so.
And they were like, anti-superhero group.
Because they wanted things to go back to normal.
Soldier group.
They wanted things like before the blip. Or during the blip. Because, you know, people like the people who were thriving had a when everyone came back, they were like, oh, people who used to live there, new people live there now because obviously shit got blipped. So there was obviously that struggle there. So that's what I'm saying. The show was good, I think, but it was they were trying to basically give the background lore of during the blip. You know what I mean? Because in the Defenders and like Daredevil and all that, they would talk about what happened in New York when that happened, like in the you know what I mean. So it gives you some insight to someone else's eyes. So now they're kind of doing the same thing a little more in that show. I don't know if that one's getting a season 2 or not, or if it just ended. I don't know. I think it is probably getting a season 2. But did you like his new suit though for the Falcon? Yeah, that shit was badass. On stone. That shit looked nice.
Yeah, I thought towards the end of the show, it was pretty heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I didn't like about it was just like the bad guys. I thought something could have went better. I thought it was like mainly going to be the Captain America.
Yeah. So I mean, they're just prepping them basically.
They kind of just put and they kind of just put an ass whooping on him.
Yeah, they kicked his ass.
I thought he was going to be like the main bad guy.
It might be for the next season, but he made that bogus ass shield that got bent right away.
Yeah.
Like I get he's trying, but damn. And he was in an episode of Black Mirror, the actor. Something or so.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really?
And that Black Mirror episode was crazy. It was a video game one too. Yeah, you should watch it. Basically, he signs up for a horror game that's like virtual, but it's like real life, but he's in the game. You gotta watch it. That shit's crazy. The ending's kind of fucked. And then, alright. Now let's hop on DC side for a little bit. Alright. Another topic was the director for Suicide Squad. He wants to release the Ayer cut. I forgot his first name. They were saying that the Suicide Squad movie, which I think was a botch, bro. That movie could have been a lot better. The new one looks crazy. So he acknowledged saying James Gunn is going to make a good Suicide Squad movie, the one that's coming up, where they face that giant starfish or whatever. That one looks really good. But they're saying that in the first Suicide Squad, that wasn't his film like edit. Like someone else like finished it, and it's not the way that he wanted to do it. So he wants to release his cut like how like the Snyder cut.
Bring my justice through.
Yeah. So he wants to do the same thing. So he wants the fans to like, yo, release the Suicide Squad, the cut, the Ayer cut.
Ooh.
But okay. I mean, I think just get over it.
Well, I mean,
like not do it.
Why won't all the directors just do that now? They get more money because now they got 2 movies. They're just gonna change like maybe an hour. Or
make the movie 3 hours,
and they get double the money.
Yeah, it's kind of sounding like a money grab, to be honest. Cause alright, if I was like a studio head, I would definitely not greenlit to redo the Suicide Squad, the first one, especially when the new one's coming out. If the new one comes out and it's heat, which it looks heat, they ain't gonna redo the first one with his directing.
No.
I'm not saying he was a bad director or nothing. But
no, I think the Zack Snyder one was a pretty good one, and I think that one was really genuine. But with this Suicide Squad thing, I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's what I'm saying.
Right when the new
Yeah,
one's coming out,
even
and
the game, they're coming out with a game. If you see the trailer, that shit looks good too. Cause he directed the Guardians of the Galaxy, so both those movies were heat.
yeah,
DC
James
was like,
Gunn.
all right, our movies aren't doing the best. We got to get a Marvel director in this bitch. So yeah, so I haven't seen the recent season of The Flash, but on TikTok and like memes everywhere, bro, they'd be roasting it. It looks bogus, which is sad because I like The Flash. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
DC, I don't know what they're doing, because even when they made, I don't know if it was a Wonder Woman, but the director, he didn't give a shit, bro, about the
Yeah.
movie. Because the Gal Gadot or Gal Gadot, whatever her name is, however you say it, Wonder Woman, the actress,
Mhm.
she basically spoke out saying that
Yeah.
how badly they mistreated her and everybody, and they were saying that the director will make her look silly if he wanted to. Like, he didn't care about the film, which is bogus because DC does have good storylines and characters,
Yeah.
but it's just, bro, they're not finding the right people. Like, Marvel's like, bro, they're doing wonders. Like, WandaVision is got nominated for a shitload of Emmys. Loki's probably gonna get Emmys too, you know what I mean? And the thing is, with
Yeah.
DC, they,
I wanted. I think Loki would win
yeah,
something.
because, what was I gonna say? Because, alright, so DC, they started I don't know if they started it, but in show wise, they were mixing in the multiverse already. Like different infinite, like, Earths and shit first. Like, in TV wise.
Mhm.
And they did a pretty good job. But as of recently, like, alright, so Zack Snyder, he might not even make another Justice League movie or whatever, which is kind of bogus. I mean, I don't know what's his reason. I don't remember, but that's what I'm saying. Like, where's DC going? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like I'll be honest, Marvel and the Russo brothers had it planned out, like from Iron
Yeah,
Man. Like, hey, we have a vision. We're gonna make a whole cinematic universe, and it's gonna start out with this one solo movie.
yeah,
And DC, they're like, oh, let's. It's like if Marvel would have started out with the Avengers, and then did solo
yeah,
movies here and there, and it's kind of scattered.
yeah,
But Marvel kind of did it good. They're like, let's start out with Iron Man, and then he's gonna try to get some people together, and then boom, bop, bink. Next thing you know, we got the Avengers coming out, and then we'll add in some more solo movies for those people after the Avengers, and go on from there.
yeah. DC's a mess right now. I'm not sure where they're going with it. They did,
With all the TV shows that they got going on, and how some of them aren't really coming back to the actual movies. I will admit though, the Flash is in there because I think there's one episode of the Flash where they had the Barry Allen Flash from the Justice
yeah.
League movie on the
So that
TV
was
show.
in one of the. So I forgot what it was called exactly, but there was like a red sun flare coming to wipe out like every like existence, every multiverse. I forgot what it was called
Ooh,
exactly. But yeah, so there. I don't know if it was a vision or if he somehow went back in. I'm not even sure exactly. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen that episode. But he goes back in time. That's where he meets the other Barry, and then they're both confused. They're like, "Yo, what's going on?" And then he evaporates. Got Thanos. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. They did a pretty good job connecting the
Ooh.
multiverse. And technically, maybe a spoiler, I don't know. The Flash ruined the multiverse, and there's technically only one timeline. It's all like conjoined in one. And he ruins the Speed Force. So in this season, I think he starts up an artificial Speed Force, so that way he could technically go back in time and blah blah blah, and have his speed. But I heard the new season looks bug. But they be roasting them, bro. It's sad. That shit's sad. Like, bruh, like if I was trying to find something, I'll send it you, and then you can be like, oh, how are you gonna do the Flash like that? How they gonna do him like that?
And I will say, even though we kind of got off track a little bit, I will have to say I'm pretty excited for this new Marvel movie coming out. And it's the last one on my list for this year at least. December. We got No Way Home.
Oh, ski.
Spider-Man.
So that's what I'm saying. The multiverse is.
I still have no clue
I don't know what's gonna happen, but the moment if I see 3 different Spider-Mans and Daredevil, I'm losing it, bro. I'm losing it.
I'm excited.
Like,
watch everything just be a troll.
Just he fights like some random Spider-Man boss. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
He fights what's his name? Craven Manhunter. Because in some comics, Craven kills Spider-Man. So that'd be just a.
Yeah, I read that one when Craven kills.
That'd be a big fuck you to the fans. All right, they killed Spider-Man. You don't see Toby. You don't see Andrew. It just just a regular solo film. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy. Toby said he wouldn't do it, and Andrew Garfield's pissed.
I'm gonna be pissed if it just shows like clips from the other Spider-Man movies.
Bogus. Because
And if it does do that, the only way that I will not be pissed if it shows from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man when he it's the Venom Spider-Man and he's like, walking down the sidewalk snapping his fingers.
Bully Maguire?
His gun fingers.
Bully
at
Maguire?
girls.
Oh
yeah,
no, bro, that meme's hilarious. I don't know how people do that. Maguire beats Thanos easy? Sand in his eye? Yo, that shit was cracked out, bro. All it took was a Bully Maguire. That shit crazy.
He's my favorite.
Yeah, that shit's gonna be good. Now, do you got any other topics? We're near the hour mark.
Yeah, I got a lot more, but I'm gonna pick one out of them. Now, I know that you are a big fan of Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Did you know that Saul Goodman collapsed yesterday on set due to heart-related conditions?
Yeah, that shit's sad. I didn't even know. I was eating breakfast with my brother and one of my friends, and he told me, he was like, "Yo, did you know about this?" I'm like, "Huh? What?" Cause my theory.
Yeah, I saw them like, oh, Juan's gonna flip out.
My thing was maybe, they're in, what is it, New Mexico? Or no, I forgot where it's at. Fuck, I'm trying to think. Maybe, I don't know. But the point is, it's hot. It's hot out when they because it was like on set. Maybe they were outside. It's hot as hell lately, everywhere. I heard it's global warming. I could be wrong. And it's just, he's kind of old. He's not like old, but yeah, that shit's sad. I hope everything goes good. Cause he's I I mean, one, to finish Better Call Saul. I'm not saying that's like his main priority right now, obviously. So I hope things go good.
Yeah.
But he's that's his season. So there's that. Cause he went to school here by me, for college.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
it's maybe like 30 or more minutes away. The college of DePage. So that's where he went to college, and then he might have lived. I think he lived in. I'm gonna double check. I don't want to get it wrong. I think it was Berwyn. Let me check.
No, I haven't seen this movie, but I really want to. And he's the main character in it called
Yeah, I heard that
Nobody.
movie's good, low key. I haven't seen it, but I heard that shit's good.
Yeah, dude, it gives me some major John Wick
Yeah,
vibes.
John Wick. So yeah, so he's from Berwyn. So that's a town over. That's literally like 5 minutes away. And then even in the show,
That's really cool.
there was parts where they were in Cicero. That's like basically a town over where he's from, like 5-10 minutes away also. And you see it in the show where he's in Cicero, and I'm like, what? Hey, that's at. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool that he was from here, made it up over there in Hollywood or whatever. But yeah, hopefully things go good, cause I don't know the
Yeah,
details.
I'm just happy to hear that nothing too bad happened and he's stable.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you have any other topics you want to talk about?
For me, I probably just have like two left, but I know you had your list, so we could just do some of yours. Kind of yondered with the Marvel, geeking with that, but so
Um, yeah, I think the Marvel. I'm pretty much said my dues on the Marvel. Um, we got Logic coming out of retirement, dropping his Bobby Tarantino 3 album
oh
tomorrow.
shit. Yeah, my brother was telling me about
Actually,
that.
it's probably out right now because it's 1 in the morning for me.
Facts. Yeah, it's 12 now here too. Yeah, my brother was telling me today. He was like, "Yeah, he's coming back." I'm like, "What? I thought he retired."
I didn't, dude. He wasn't really gonna retire. I mean, come on, he's young,
Yeah,
and Eminem is still dropping music. There's no way he's
yeah,
retired.
yeah. I mean, yeah, let's go with one of those like, what? He's
Oh
retiring.
yeah, it's out. Yeah.
Oh shit. How many songs?
Be jamming out tomorrow. How many songs? There's 12.
Alright. Yeah, not too bad. Because lately, some rappers or other artists, they'll put like 30 songs, 20, 30 songs. Like, damn. You said 20
Yeah.
songs? And maybe 3 of them are
I
good?
think one of my favorite things that happened with album drops was when Eminem dropped his Kamikaze album. And I just remember right when that album came out because everyone was waiting for it. And it came out, and all these critics just started dissing him. And what happened? Like 3 weeks later or a month later, he drops his other album just bagging on
Yeah.
everybody who dissed him. He's like, oh yeah, this is music to be murdered by.
Oh, shit. Hey, he definitely won X Games.
Oh wait, no, it wasn't that. The Kamikaze was the album that he fired back with. It was I think it was Revival. Is when he dropped Revival and everyone shitted on Revival, and then a couple weeks later he dropped Kamikaze, just blasting everybody.
Facts. I forgot who he
Yeah,
did.
he's one of the goats for me.
Yeah.
Oh, MGK.
Well, he dropped his remix, or it was a Rap Devil when he dropped that. I was like, what? There you go. I forgot the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Machine Gun Kelly, he's with Megan Fox. You know what I mean?
Is he still with Megan
Yeah.
Fox?
I don't know how he did it, but he did it. Well, then he did like
I mean, come on. MGK's a pretty boy. Most girls like MGK.
there you go.
You got that tall, skinny father
No
figure with a
shit.
bunch of tattoos going on. I
Father.
mean, he's like Chris Brown, but he didn't beat
Uh,
anybody. So, I mean, bonus.
yeah. Yeah, didn't beat nobody.
Nothing against Chris Brown. I like his music. Oh, speaking of Chris Brown, so so recently, the baby has
No,
said
no.
some bad things at the Rolling Loud
Yeah,
concert.
you gotta explain more to me about
Some
that.
homophobic phrases, and uh, let me look it up just so I could be more exact.
Alright.
But yeah, he has a lot of people dissing on him right now, and Chris Brown being one of the most recent ones. He went on his Instagram, posted on his Instagram story, saying, "You get up on stage, you play your set, you thank the crowd, and then you get the fuck off stage."
Oh shit. Yeah, it's pretty bold, but there's actually gonna be those people who are gonna bring up the Rihanna thing. So he can't really be talking shit, but I get what he's saying. But yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't see all that happened. The only thing I saw that someone threw a shoe at him, and
Yeah.
then he dodged it. That's about it. And I'm like, what the hell? Other than that,
All right. I found what he said. Uh, He said, if you didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexual STDs that'll make you die in 2, 3 weeks, put your cell phone lights up. That's what he told the crowd.
but that's not really attacking nobody. Not necessarily.
That's not attacking the awareness of HIV
Oh,
and
okay, gotcha,
AIDS.
gotcha. I thought he was like attacking a certain group or something.
And then, well, then he did add, fellas, if you ain't suck a
Yeah.
N-word dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone light up. Keep it fucking real.
Oh shit. Uh,
So, yeah.
Yikes. That's a
Oh,
yikes. All he could have done is do his set, thank the crowd, and get out. Like Chris Brown said, bro. I'm just saying.
yeah. Chris Brown's like, man, what the fuck?
So yeah, they're trying to cancel him now.
And yeah. So like even big stars like Elton John. Let me see what Elton John said. So Elton John tweeted out, uh, "We've been shocked to read about the HIV misinformation and homophobic statements made at a recent DaBaby show. This fuels stigma and discrimination and is the opposite of what our world needs to fight the AIDS epidemic." And then he says the facts are, and he drops some facts for the from the Elton John AIDS Foundation. And it says HIV misinformation and homophobia have no place in the music industry. We must break down the stigma around HIV and not to spread it. As musicians, it's our job to bring people together.
Facts.
So it puts him on blast right there.
Yeah.
And a fun fact about Elton John, and he actually did, Stand with Eminem. And how that came to be was Elton John confronted Eminem about, using gay slander in his songs, like, the F bomb and all that stuff. And Elton John confronted him about that, and Eminem apologized and said that he's not against uh, any of that stuff, and he supports it. So Elton John and Eminem actually became really good friends after that.
Gotcha.
And Elton John got to perform "Stand with Him," and yeah, they're best friends. Eminem even got Elton John a wedding present when Elton John and his husband consummated their marriage.
Gotcha. My thing, I don't think the baby's gonna do anything about it.
No.
The baby will fight his fans.
Well, I think he.
You don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I think someone said that he tried to apologize, but
The way it looks, or the way how it looks, how the baby is, I don't think he's gonna do anything. Maybe to show face, just for the press, maybe. Because the baby will fight his fans.
oh yeah.
So.
I remember a while back, wasn't there a conspiracy about him shooting a kid in Walmart? Like, I remember seeing that online somewhere, but it just kind of died down. I don't know what the hell happened to that.
I'm gonna search it up. The baby Walmart.
But even like Dua Lipa, who just made a song with the baby called "Levitating," then she also posted on her Instagram story that she said, "I'm surprised and horrified at the baby's comments. I don't really recognize this as a person I worked with. I know my fans know where my heart lies, and I stand 100% with the LGBTQ community. We need to come together to fight the stigma and ignorance around HIV/AIDS."
Nani.
So now she's on his ass. Also Demi Lovato, Chris Brown, all these other people. He's getting lit the fuck up.
Damn, that's crazy. But he did.
I'm kind of glad that I missed going to Rolling Loud this year.
Seeing that live.
Yeah, seeing that live, I'd be like, ooh.
Oh, you messed up, baby.
Yeah.
You're gonna get canceled, baby.
I'll probably just like look around and be like, did he really just say what? Did he say that? Okay.
I'm seeing his Twitter right now. He's not really. I mean, he's stuff, but I don't know if it's related to that. Yeah, nothing really.
Are you trying to find the Walmart?
Oh no, that
thing?
he. I think. So he was in a fight, and one of them died at a Walmart, and he said it wasn't him, but he got like probation for having a weapon or something, or he went to jail for 30 days. At least that's what the article said. I'm not really too sure, but on Twitter, let's see, the babe said, anybody who done ever been affected by AIDS, HIV, y'all got the right to be upset. What I said was insensitive, even though I have no intentions on offending nobody, so my apologies. But the LGBT community, I ain't tripping on y'all. Do you? Y'all business is y'all business. I mean, that's what he said. So, I mean, take that as you will. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, this is what exactly Chris Brown posted on his Instagram was, shut the fuck up, .. do your shows, thank everybody, and get the fuck off stage.
Shit.
And coming from Chris Brown, sure.
Oh man, that man's gonna dance and box up the baby. The new celebrity fights, the baby and Chris Brown. Who you got?
Little baby in the back and I'm working.
Who you got in the fight though? The baby or Chris Brown? If to do like one of those celebrity fights.
Yeah, I got Chris Brown, man. He's been in prison.
Shit.
He knows what's up.
That's true, but the baby, that man's wild. He'll fight anybody.
I don't know. I got Chris Brown's back. I know the baby's pretty buff, and he does wild out a little bit, but I feel like Chris Brown got some mean intentions. I mean, shoot, you saw the
Oh
pictures of
no.
Rihanna, man.
You will never let that down. Or
No, that's
yeah, that shit's fucked.
yeah.
I was like in middle school when that happened. I was like, what? Chris Brown beat shit out of Rihanna?
Yeah,
For what?
yeah. I found that out while listening to
Duh.
Rapping Solo.
Mid song?
Like I was going to a baseball game. I
I was
was
like,
like,
yo, I need to turn
what?
this music off before I get canceled. Alright, now you got any other topics
And
or finish what you were saying?
um, that's about it for me, man.
Gotcha. So by the time you are watching this, so it's Friday now, so it'll probably be that Friday or whenever you do see this episode of the podcast. We'll try to get a Twitch stream going. That way people can interact and we could, if they have any topics or questions, we could like connect with the fans or the people or whatever. And maybe we get some guests in the future. Maybe get our other co-host back. Maybe Zabakli. Maybe, I don't know. Bring him back. Maybe, I don't know. Or yeah, some other guests, whether friends or the guy, my other designer from Sweden or Switzerland. It's one of those. He was still up for the podcast. We just stopped around that time. So
Yeah.
he said he could do the mornings, which is the nights for us, which is perfect.
I think he's from Sweden. I think I remember you saying that he was
Yeah,
from
it's
Sweden.
one of those. So he's a mega Halo fan. So we might talk about Halo, and I can talk for Halo for days. It's like Marvel. I was just rambling on Marvel, but that's because I don't know. I like that shit. But yeah, so maybe we can get more guests from all over the world. And yeah, little by little. Anything else you gotta say, HunnaGunna?
Yeah, and then we get up there. Thanks for having me. I like the Marvel conversations. I could go on for a while about it.
Gabagool. And then I'll put your information in the description in case anyone wants to follow you or I don't know.
This October, I'll be dropping some new Inktober art pieces. I did it a little bit last year, just getting a little taste of it. It's really fun. If you like some artwork, post some dope shit.
Definitely check out that page. I also put in the description. And in October, bro, you gotta do the whole month. I think that should be the challenge. Do the whole month.
Yep. Yeah. This year I'm doing the whole month for sure.
You did like half last month or last October?
Yeah.
Say, I know it's kind of you gotta do your other things, but hey, make it a little challenge. Maybe some pieces not like too crazy. That way you can like get the challenges done. But yeah, there's that, and
yeah, I'll have to do some major time management.
Yeah,
but it'll get done.
But yeah, so like and subscribe for more Twitch streams, vlogs, gaming.
Turn on them bells.
The vibes. Some card unpacking, loot crates. We do it all.
Some charts.
We do it all at GameShore. Yeah, we do it all. You think about something, we'll do it too. Like, subscribe. Till next time.